Have you noticed something strange happening around the world? People who look healthy, people who are working, traveling, even exercising suddenly collapse from a heart attack. A man in his early 50s goes to work in the morning and never comes back home. A woman in her 40s who always thought she was healthy suddenly feels a crushing pain in her chest. A father who was planning his retirement suddenly finds himself in a hospital bed fighting for his life. This is not rare anymore. Doctors and researchers around the world say that heart disease and heart attack cases are rising in people after the age of 40 and 50. But the most shocking part is this. Many of these heart attacks could have been prevented. So the big question is, why are heart attacks increasing after 40 or 50? What is really happening inside the body? And what warning signs are people ignoring every single day? In this video we will break down the real reasons, the hidden habits damaging your heart, and the small changes that can save your life. And before we continue, if you care about your health and want to learn simple ways to live a longer and healthier life, make sure you subscribe to the channel and turn on notifications so you never miss our future videos. Now let's begin. First, we need to understand something important about the human heart. Your heart is one of the hardest working organs in your body. It beats about 100,000 times every day. It pumps blood through nearly 60,000 miles of blood vessels. And it does this without stopping from the day you are born. But as we age, our body slowly changes. Blood vessels become less flexible. Fat deposits begin to build inside arteries. Blood pressure slowly increases. By the time many people reach their 40s or 50s, these small changes that have been building for decades start to become dangerous. Think of your arteries like water pipes. When the pipes are clean, water flows easily. But when grease, dirt, and rust build up inside the pipes, the water struggles to pass through. The same thing happens in the body. Fatty deposits called plaque begin to narrow the arteries that supply blood to their heart. This condition is known as coronary artery disease. When one of these arteries suddenly becomes blocked, the heart muscle stops receiving oxygen. That moment is what doctors call a heart attack. But this does not happen overnight. It usually takes many years of unhealthy habits, and that brings us to the first major reason heart attacks are rising after 40. The first reason is modern lifestyle. Today's lifestyle is very different from how people lived 30 or 40 years ago. Many people sit for long hours at work. They sit in cars, sit at desks, and then go home and sit in front of screens. The human body was designed to move, but modern life has made us less active than ever before. Lack of physical activity weakens the heart and slows down metabolism. This increases the risk of obesity, high blood pressure, and high cholesterol. All three of these are major risk factors for heart attacks. And unfortunately, many people do not realize the damage until it is too late. Let me tell you a short story. A man named David was 52 years old. He worked as a manager in a large company. His job required him to sit in front of a computer for almost 10 hours every day. He rarely exercised. Most of his meals came from fast food restaurants because he was always busy. David always believed he was fine because he did not feel sick. One afternoon while walking to his car after work, he suddenly felt intense pressure in his chest. His left arm started to feel numb. He felt dizzy and started sweating. Within minutes he collapsed. David survived because someone called emergency services quickly. Doctors later told him something shocking. His arteries were already more than 70% blocked. And he had no idea. David's story is not rare. Millions of people around the world are living with the same silent danger. The second reason heart attacks are increasing after 40 is poor diet. The modern diet is filled with processed foods, excess sugar, and unhealthy fats. Fast food, sugary drinks, packaged snacks, and heavily processed meals are now a normal part of everyday life. These foods are convenient, but they slowly damage the heart. Too much sugar increases the risk of type 2 diabetes. Too much salt raises blood pressure. And unhealthy fats increase bad cholesterol levels in the blood. Over time, this combination creates the perfect conditions for heart disease. Many people think heart attacks only happen to people who look overweight. But that is not always true. Some people look thin but still have dangerous levels of cholesterol and fat in their arteries. Doctors sometimes call this hidden heart risk. This is why regular health checkups are so important after the age of 40. Now let's talk about another powerful reason heart attacks are increasing. Chronic stress. Stress is something almost everyone experiences today. Work pressure, financial worries, family responsibilities, and constant digital connection keep the mind under pressure almost all the time. When the body experiences stress, it releases hormones such as adrenaline and cortisol. These hormones increase heart rate and blood pressure. This response is helpful for short emergencies. But when stress becomes constant, it begins to harm the heart. Long-term stress can lead to high blood pressure, unhealthy eating habits, poor sleep, and increased inflammation in the body. All of these increase the risk of heart disease. Here is another real-life story. Maria was 48 years old. She was balancing a demanding career while also caring for her elderly parents. She slept only 5 hours per night and often skipped meals. She believed she was simply working hard. But her body was slowly reaching its limit. One evening she experienced tightness in her chest and difficulty breathing. She thought it was anxiety. But when the pain did not go away, she went to the hospital. Doctors confirmed she had experienced a mild heart attack. Maria was shocked. She had never imagined stress alone could push her body to that point. But doctors told her that long-term stress had likely played a major role. Another major factor increasing heart attack risk after 40 is smoking. Smoking remains one of the most damaging habits for the heart. Cigarettes damage the inner lining of blood vessels and increase plaque buildup inside arteries. Smoking also reduces oxygen in the blood and makes the heart work harder. Even people who smoke only occasionally are increasing their risk. The danger becomes even greater when smoking is combined with other risk factors such as high blood pressure or diabetes. And the truth is this. Many heart attack patients are smokers or former smokers. Quitting smoking is one of the most powerful steps a person can take to protect their heart. Sleep is another factor many people underestimate. After the age of 40, quality sleep becomes extremely important for heart health. When the body does not get enough sleep, several harmful changes occur. Blood pressure increases. Stress hormones rise. Blood sugar control becomes worse. Over time, chronic sleep deprivation increases the risk of heart disease. Experts recommend 7 to 8 hours of sleep each night for most adults. But many people are sleeping far less than that. Late-night screen use, work pressure, and irregular schedules are disrupting natural sleep patterns. And the heart is paying the price. Now let's talk about another silent danger. High blood pressure. High blood pressure is often called the silent killer because it usually has no clear symptoms. A person can live for years with high blood pressure without realizing it. But inside the body, constant pressure is slowly damaging arteries and forcing the heart to work harder. Over time, this can lead to heart attack, stroke, or heart failure. Regular blood pressure checks after 40 can help detect this problem early. Simple lifestyle changes or medication can often control it effectively. But ignoring it can be extremely dangerous. Let me share one more story. Robert was a 55-year-old school teacher. He felt healthy and rarely visited a doctor. He believed medical checkups were only necessary when someone felt sick. During a routine health event at his school, free blood pressure screenings were offered. Out of curiosity, he decided to check his numbers. The results shocked him. His blood pressure was dangerously high. He visited a doctor the next day and discovered he had been living with severe hypertension for years. The doctor told him something that stayed with him forever. "You were very close to having a heart attack." Robert immediately began making changes. He started walking every morning. He improved his diet. He reduced salt intake. And he began managing stress better. 6 months later his blood pressure had improved dramatically. His story shows something powerful. Sometimes small changes can save a life. If you are finding this information helpful and want more simple health knowledge that can protect you and your family, take a moment to subscribe to the channel and support our work. It helps us continue creating videos that can truly make a difference. Now let's talk about warning signs people should never ignore. Many heart attacks do not happen suddenly without warning. The body often sends signals days or even weeks before. Some of the most common warning signs include chest pressure or tightness, pain spreading to the arm, neck, jaw, or back, unusual fatigue, shortness of breath, dizziness, and sudden sweating. However, these symptoms can sometimes be mild or confusing. This is why many people dismiss them as indigestion, stress, or tiredness. Ignoring these signals can be extremely dangerous. If someone experiences persistent chest discomfort or unusual symptoms, it is always safer to seek medical help immediately. Quick treatment can save heart muscle and save lives. Now the good news. Heart attacks are not unavoidable. Many risk factors can be reduced with simple lifestyle changes. Regular physical activity is one of the most powerful tools for heart health. Even a 30-minute walk 5 days a week can significantly improve cardiovascular health. Eating a balanced diet rich in fruits, vegetables, whole grains, and healthy fats can help control cholesterol and blood pressure. Maintaining a healthy weight reduces stress on the heart. Managing stress through relaxation techniques, hobbies, or meditation can protect the cardiovascular system. And regular health checkups can detect hidden risks early. These changes may seem small, but together they create powerful protection for the heart. Before we finish, remember this important truth. Your heart has been working for you every second of your life. It deserves care and attention. Many people wait until a health crisis forces them to change. But the smartest choice is to act before that moment arrives. Protecting your heart today can give you many more healthy years tomorrow. If this video helped you understand the real reasons behind rising heart attacks after 40 and 50, make sure you subscribe to the channel, like the video, and share it with friends or family members who might benefit from this information. Your support helps spread awareness and could even save someone's life. And remember, taking care of your heart is not just about living longer, it is about living better. Thank you for watching, and we will see you in the next video.